I just anyhow run a company. I charge very high. You think I can survive so long? Okay, cannot what?
Welcome to another episode of Grilling by Deconstruct TV, where we ask pointed questions in the renovation and its related industries. So today here we have a special guest. We have Calvin, or as what people know, Mayiduo.
Hey, hello, welcome to our show. This one is our guest, no?
Okay. So Calvin, you run an interior design firm, right?
Yes.
I'll go straight into it. A few months back, you all released an article, a video,
Video, yes.
right? Giving your employees Rolex.
Mm.
Doesn't that reflect quite badly on you guys? Doesn't it mean that you guys are trying to talk people's money? The only reason you are able to give the Rolex is only because if your margin is very, very high to begin with.
Not true. And why does it reflect badly on me?
Right? Because homeowners are the one paying for the renovation, right?
You're also the one paying for McDonald's, KFC, then they go to international scale, so it affects badly on KFC and McDonald's?
No, but I guess we are talking about a different item here, right? We are comparing one that is maybe $5, $8 versus one that is maybe 50,000 and 80,000. So the gravity of both is different, right?
So it's your fault that Tesla shares is going up?
No, but for your case, do you think it's wrong?
For my case, I don't
margin?
think it's wrong. Okay, let me put it to you.
Or to even be showing the article in the first place, or filming that video in the first place.
Oh, okay. It's the purpose of filming the video, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, come. Let me justify and explain. Once and for all, okay? So the video was done because it's in the year of expansion for us.
Okay.
So of course, this kind of video, right, will garner eyeballs.
Yeah.
Okay? So we want to expand, so we need more people. Of course, we receive a lot of resumes, but all of the chunk that we receive, right, we only hired 20.
Okay.
Okay, so that's one. Second thing is collateral marketing for my company. It can be a double-edged sword. Some of y'all think that, okay, this guy can give off a lot of Rolexes, which means they are charging very high.
Correct.
We should avoid.
Yeah.
Okay? But it also means that I'm charging well enough to give my guys this thing for a very simple reason. Because I don't want my guys to do too many projects at one go.
Okay.
Okay, so very simple. I am a designer firm that is slightly more premium.
Okay.
Okay, we charge higher than normal. Okay, we are at a premium for a reason.
What's normal?
Normal, I would say an ID firm averages about 15 to about 25%
in margin.
In margin.
Okay.
Yeah, 15 to 25 lah.
So you are saying you are higher than that?
We average about 20 to 30.
Okay.
Normal, I mean higher than normal.
Yeah. But do you think you can? Is that the reason why you are able to afford the Rolex?
No, I think companies that operate with 15 to 25 also can afford the Rolex. But they can choose not to give.
Right. Then it begs the question, right? If I as a homeowner is paying the money and the 15 to 25 can give the Rolex, is 15 to 25 too high to begin with?
15 to 25 too high to begin with? No.
No.
It's a business, right? Why? If it's a charity, then they are earning money, then it doesn't feel right. But if it's a business, it makes perfect sense to make money out of it.
Yeah. I guess the difference is making money and making a lot of money, right? As an SME, I don't know how many SME can afford giving Rolex and so many Rolexes out to their employees. Your firm, how many people do you have?
At that point where I gave the Rolex, 40 plus.
And I think you gave 8, right?
I gave 7.
7, right? So that is
10 plus percent.
About almost close to 20%.
Almost close to 20%.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? If 20% of your employees can get Rolex, doesn't it mean that is quite a high proportion?
No.
No?
But this 20% can generate 80% of the entire company revenue.
So you are saying it's the cream of the crop?
What's wrong with rewarding the cream of the crop?
There's nothing wrong with rewarding. I guess the fundamental question that homeowners are trying to understand is...
Are we overcharging?
Yes. Are you overcharging?
No. I think we charge every bit fair and square.
Right. So we just take an average. You say 20 to 30%, right? So let's say a 100K contract. That's about 20K to 30,000. Right. That's fair in your opinion?
That's fair in my opinion. Because, you see, out of this 20 to 30K, right, a project is spent across 2-3 months.
Okay.
Yeah. And
fair.
2-3 months, that is just the project alone. You haven't count all the prep work.
Okay.
Yeah. So a project that's spread across this kind of period, right? And of course, out of these 20,000-30,000 that the project make, not everything go to the designer.
Correct.
The company take a cut, designer take a cut.
About
Normally
50-50.
half-half. Normally half-half. And if let's say it's 30K lah,
Okay.
6 months, my designer make 15K
Mm.
over 6 months.
How is
It's fair. It's very, very fair.
Why is it over 6 months?
Oh, cause prep normally is 6 months in advance, ma. Execution is 3 months, ma.
Correct, but you can't really count the prep work, right? When the execution work is
Let's
more
say
than 3
execution
months.
is 3 months.
Let's say
lah.
3 months.
Yeah. 15K over 3 months is also fair.
Yeah, that's 5K, right?
Yeah.
But what if the ID has more than one project, which is typically the case, right?
Yeah.
For your IDs, how many projects do they handle at one time?
Average 2 to 5.
2 to 5.
Mm.
I take
3
3
lah.
to 4. 3 lah, 3. Okay.
3 lah.
Right? So that gives you about 15,000.
Mm.
Right? Per month.
Mm.
Which I dare say is much higher than the average pay of a salaried person in Singapore.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So where do you draw the line? Let's say I don't know what's the average salary lah. Let's say maybe about
I think
6,
Singapore
7,
median is about 6 plus now.
6, 7, right?
Yeah.
About there, right?
Mm.
You are earning 2.5 times
Mm.
for your ID.
But they got no CPF. They got no benefits. There are also months where they got no income.
Okay.
Yeah, you get what I mean? Because you see, they only conclude their project at the end of the delivery, upon handover. Lah. Then on quiet months, let's say our Chinese New Year period especially, they don't get any money out of it
Okay.
for that 2 months. And it balances out across what? And this kind of job, right, comes with no basic pay. Which means, of course, with a higher risk, they get higher rewards.
Okay.
They got no basic pay.
So you are saying they justify the reward because of the risk they take without the basic pay?
No, I'm trying to say, all salesperson or all sales-related job, they would want to garner a higher potential of earnings with the no basic pay. If you want stability, or if they want stability, they could have gone on to any other jobs. Like among my entire company, I think we got at least 10 plus of them who graduated from local use.
Okay.
They could have gone on to take any other job.
And then they came here to become an interior designer.
Cause of their interest.
Okay. Generally, do you think they earn more after coming here?
At the start, no. Cause our entire training process takes about 3 to 6 months. So the entire first 3 to 6 months, they got literally almost zero income.
Okay.
Yeah.
At what point do they reach a certain stable flow such that you know their income
After
is
1.5 or 2 years.
So that first 1.5 to 2 years, you are saying that they basically are paid
Way
poorer,
below.
way below than what?
Way below, or maybe no income at all. But how many people can tahan that period? Not many.
Right.
So in the end, when they eventually bear the fruits, they get all these, they shouldn't be scrutinized.
Right.
Yeah.
So if I compare your firm, I guess you pride your firm in design, right? Right, design and the service. What will differentiate your pricing compared to, let's say, other people in the market? Or let me put it this way. Other people in the market, just now you mentioned, maybe you charge about 20%. You are going a bit higher. That premium, do you think is justified?
Or not? Or not? As in,
Or
there's
how do you justify that premium?
I think there's no right or wrong in how much a company decide to price. It's like today, if I do the exact same kind of thing, I price myself very, very cheap. There's also a no right, no wrong of saying why I justify being cheaper or why I justify myself being.
Do you have a company policy?
We have a lot of things in place. For example, without collecting a single cent, we work on a consultation basis. So the first time a homeowner step in, we will do a floor plan consultation. Takes about 1.5, 2 hours. Okay, including walkthrough, simple introduction of materials. So this one is done on the context that we don't sell anything. Okay. So after you gather enough information, the second appointment, the designer would have already done out a mood board. Okay, which is not what every company do . A mood board, a mood board takes around maybe, if they are someone really experienced, they have done a lot of mood boards already. The fastest probably will still take them half an hour to 1 hour. Okay, but if you're starting from scratch for a new concept, that mood board might take you 2 to 3 hours to draw.
Right.
Okay, then of course quotation is provided for . Okay, so second appointment is on this thing, and we still don't sell anything.
At that point, still zero.
We still don't sell anything. Yeah. If our client come back the third time, which more or less is confirmed already, then it's only after that then we collect a deposit. Yeah. So we are actually doing a lot more work, and it's up to my designer whether they want to give out the mood board or not .
Right.
Although most of the time we do give . But sometimes our client just take the mood board, then buy another main con .
It's quite common.
So we pride ourselves in the service we provide, even when we don't collect anything yet. Which means we will only do better after we collect money.
Right. maybe what if I ask the other way?
Mm.
There are some firms you will know that charge maybe 50% margin, right? Do
Mm.
you think that, that number is justifiable?
Why not?
So to you, actually, in terms of the benchmark, it's just a willing buyer, willing seller kind of market
Yes.
for you,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
As even if I charge 100%, 200% margin for you,
yeah,
as long as the owner is willing to take, you don't think there's anything wrong?
I don't think there's anything wrong. But I've seen designers who charge like 100% margin one.
Correct.
But they are on a different tier.
Yeah, then how do you control when you say that your firm has maybe 50 people, right? And on average, they are about 20 to 30, right? How do you control that fella over there, right, will not be charging 50%, 100%, 75%?
Oh, we have guidelines. We have guidelines to follow. So if during our comms payout, right, we see something that is too ridiculous, right, we'll fly and do a review. But so far, we haven't seen anything above 40. Nothing above 40.
But that's after the project has ended. Right?
But we average about, okay, we have seen 8%. We have seen 10 plus %.
Okay.
Yeah, but the average really is 20 plus to 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will you flag the 8 and 10% also
Of course.
as being too low?
Because we want, no. It's not too low. We want to know what went wrong.
I see. Meaning that there might have been VOs or things that...
There might have been mistakes. And how do we minimize mistakes? Yeah, because most of the time, when we make mistake, right, we don't go and build client. Right? We absorb.
Okay.
Yeah, we absorb because it's our fault. Nah. So if a project shows a margin of 8%, we want to find out why.
Okay.
What went wrong? How do we improve our system to avoid such occurrences again?
Okay. Okay. So when it comes to the service, right? You mentioned your firm just now has maybe 50 people.
50 right? Plus.
How do you guarantee all of them will have the same level of service?
We have a training process, but of course
training process, to be fair, right, a lot of firms have training process. A lot of firms that have bad reviews in the market all say they have training process.
Fair point. Yeah.
What is the quantifiable thing that you think makes your firm and your people stand out compared to others?
Oh, okay. That's a very good question. Okay, this one is it's a bit unplanned in a way, because we map our training to be so long, right? So throughout the process, let's say we start, in the past, when we start the entire batch with maybe 20 people,
okay,
more than half will drop out. Because nobody can tahan 6 months.
They are all on zero pay.
Zero pay. Not many people can tahan 6 months without pay.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's through this system that we realize that those who stayed on, right, they are really interested in this industry and they want to do well. You don't do well by providing lousy service. Yeah. And this 6-month process, right, actually filtered out a lot of people for us.
But it won't be 100%.
It won't be 100%. Nobody in the world can guarantee you 100% that, hey, every single designer in my company, right, is super solid. There ought to be someone who is better in certain aspects. Yeah. But this process is decent enough to filter out a lot of people who are just here for the quick money. Like pertaining to your Rolex thing, right? Yeah. A lot of people saw the Rolex video. They came in, they say, hey, I also want Rolex. Yeah, I want to come here, I want to make money.
You mean they say that during the interview?
You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. Yeah, you'll be surprised. But of course, those people don't get in.
Of course.
Yeah. So you see, we have an interview round first. After interview round, we shortlist. We shortlist already, then we put them through the 3 to 6 month process.
Right.
Then those who really stayed are those who really want to be involved in this industry.
Okay.
Yeah. And based on our numbers now, like how the turnover and everything, right? Out of 10 people who come in, right, I think after 1 year, maybe only 1 or 2 will leave.
You are saying your turnover rate is only 10 to 20%?
Very low. Very, very low. Our turnover rate is super low. Probably one of the lowest.
10 to 20% is very low in the market.
It's very low. Yeah. But you see,
you sure you're not making some magic?
No, but you see, those that will drop out during the training.
Okay.
Yeah, those who come in and start after 1 year, right? Normally they drop out, right, is because after doing 1 or 2 sites, right, they feel that they are not suitable.
Okay.
Then they drop out.
Right.
Yeah, or they feel that they really cannot do design and the sales at the same time.
Okay. So what if, let's say, Kelvin, you are my ID, you're my designer, I engage you, right? It's part of service, right? Midway through, I think that your service is not up to par. How do you guarantee the service recovery?
Oh, we got a process. So if you are a designer, right, if the client is not happy, right, we normally involve the AM first.
Okay. AM is their
assistant manager.
Their boss.
Yeah. AM cannot handle, it goes on to M.
Okay.
M cannot handle, we got a COO.
and then it comes to you,
No, after CEO, we got CEO.
and then it comes to you.
Yeah. so we got a process lah.
Okay.
Normally, as we elevate this thing up, right, we definitely will go and see what went wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, where happened. I mean, 哪里做得不好, the translation just to my head.
Yeah.
哪里做得不好, we improve on.
Yeah, but I guess service, there's always a fine line, right?
Yes.
Because you can give very good service, right?
Mm.
But sometimes it's over the top such that homeowners are taking advantage of you.
It happens.
Then how do you all draw the line?
The designer have to draw the line.
Meaning, I tell you, I'm not doing a project.
Oh, we don't do the project. No lah, I think, have it occurred before? Let me think. No, I think never occurred before. As in, when we say take advantage, it's more of like, 哎，这个你顺便帮我做啦，哎，这个，哎呀，你顺便帮我做啦 that kind of thing lah.
Or just nitpicking lah. I'm sure it's quite common, right? That
Or
they nitpick
nitpicking.
to the extent where, but because you pride yourself in service, right? What will you then do? You will say that, okay, I just absorb, like sponge.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so there's ones where we went up to do defects for up to, I think 11 times.
11?
Yeah, 11 times. And it always happens is in a way whereby after we do all the major 1-2 rounds, right? Then the third round, we finish the third round, then always a new problem occur.
Okay.
Then become fourth round. Then after the fourth round, then a new problem occur. Then become fifth round. So maybe the client is trying to delay the balance payment.
Okay.
But in fact, it's cheaper for me to not collect the balance payment. You see. Yeah. But we still want to hand over the site properly, ma. So we went up for about 11 times. Then at that point, we really cut them with the client. I'm very sorry. Like we already went up enough times already to do.
And each time you are charged a fee by the painter.
Each time we are charged a fee. Yeah.
Right?
Each time we are charged a fee. Yeah. But I mean, we have actions to justify what we pride ourselves in.
Okay.
Yeah. So you see, let's say the balance is maybe, I don't know, 1 point something K. For example, yeah. But then every time they go up, they charge us $200, $300.
Yeah.
Then they went up for like 11 times, that's 3 plus K.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just for the client to feel good.
Okay.
Yeah. But we do pride ourselves in making the client feel good. Yeah. So there isn't a quantifiable point, but we have system in place whereby we note down all the defects. We go through with the client, then client agree, we do up. After they shift in, if they spot anything new, we do our more round.
So you are very confident in your firm's paperwork, black and white, that operational model.
Actually, we are trying to use tech to improve it even further.
Which way?
Using technology lah.
Yeah. How are you looking to improve?
We created our own CRM.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this open?
We are in the testing phase. It's fine. I mean, we took the government grant. We took the government grant. We invested. I mean, the government helped to cushion a bit, ma. Yeah. So we have been building this since 2021.
Right.
And 2021. Yeah.
And
now,
what's the intention?
Intention is so that everything is digitalized and everything that is a trail.
Okay.
Everything that is discussed, every comments that has been made. So it protects both ends. It protects my company end, it protects my designer end, it protects the homeowner. So everything is in black and white. Everything can trace back. No need to quarrel.
I see. Just now we mentioned also about design, right? How do you ensure that your design, right, stands out?
I think design is very subjective.
Right. Like let's say you, the other firms, many people call themselves designers, right? How do you make sure that your design is really of a certain level, right? That justifies whatever the homeowners are paying?
I think, okay, like I said, design is very subjective. And like we mentioned in another video, I think a good designer can marry what the designer envision together with the needs of the household. These two is very important, okay? Because everybody got living habits, living needs. We settle that one first. Then we settle what the homeowner envision. Then we marry what the designer envision. Yeah. That to me is a good designer.
Right.
Yeah, for home base lah. Talk about home base okay? Then the same design you pass to 10 people. 2 people will say ugly, 2 people will say nice, 3 will say 还好.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right. So because it's so subjective, right? How do you and I don't know if I don't have an answer also, right? How do you ensure that people see your firm and know that you are a design firm? You are not just a chapalang contractor.
If you compare what we invest a lot in the content that we put out.
Okay.
Yeah. So if a non-design firm, right, why would they spend so much money and time to go and create content, to educate, to showcase what they have done? Because it's not cheap. Like I need to feed a team. I had to buy cameras, lighting equipment that's worth more than 10 plus thousand just to make video, just to take photos of what we have done.
Right. I mean, the homeowner will just say, I don't care, right? That's your expenses, right?
Yeah. But I mean, if whatever I'm doing now generates enough interest, which means I'm doing something right. Yeah.
And I guess that's why, it's a full loop, right? Because that's why your pricing will also need to cater for these expenses that is more than what a normal designer firm,
Correct.
normal ID firm.
Correct. And especially for me, right? Because I create content as well.
Yeah.
So in a way, I'm a public figure.
Yeah.
It's a double-edged sword for me. So if I don't run my company well, who gonna?
Yeah. Do you think anyone can be a good designer?
I think designer, this particular word in Singapore context, right? Put it in layman terms, right? It's more of being a decent human and being responsible, I feel. Really.
Not about the aesthetics.
Aesthetics can be...
I mean, contractor,
can be
whoever
trained,
also should be equally responsible, It doesn't differentiate a designer, right?
Yes. But in Singapore context, like I mentioned, because a lot of things can be trained.
Okay.
A lot of things can be trained. Of course, we talk about super gifted ones.
Yeah.
But design itself, especially in Singapore context, can be trained. Everything that we come is Japanese, candy, wabi-sabi, modern lux. Yeah,
Modern
very
content,
quite standard one. Okay, there are formulas that we can teach our guys to design and make sure the thing looks good. But whether this thing can come out or not, right, depends on the execution.
Correct.
And a lot more often than not, right, this designer term has a very bad rep in Singapore.
It does. Overpriced, don't know what they're doing, my design come out like shit, my 3D doesn't come out.
So be it designer or not, so long you are in business, learn how to be human first.
The attitude.
Yeah, learn how to be a human first. How to be a decent human.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, some people have said, right, because you are a public figure, right, you can use it to charge higher margin.
It's true and not true. You know what I mean?
Double-edged sword.
It's a double-edged sword. If today, I just anyhow run a company, I charge very high, you think I can survive so long?
Okay.
Cannot what?
Yeah, but your principle is willing buyer, willing seller,
Willing buyer, willing seller. And my key principle of running business is taking care of my guys first. Because you see, I take care of my guys, right? Okay, I better Rolex.
Yeah.
Take care of them financially. I come up with a structure that pay them well, right?
Right.
Who they take care of? They take care of you.
Right.
It makes sense.
Yeah. So that's the principle you go by.
That's the principle. Yeah.
Right. You always take care of the business interest first.
Yeah,
you think it's right.
Yeah, a lot of people think that we make a lot, right? Actually, to be in fact, if I really burn out the entire figure in percentages, right, some of my designers might earn more than me.
Really?
I'm goddamn serious.
Right. Then at the end of the day, we go back to the first question again, right? Are you giving them too much? Should the company be taking more then?
I think I'm taking
or should
enough.
you be lowering it and giving more back to the company such that there should be a balance there?
No, okay, as a company end, we definitely have enough to pay overheads, etc. But we want our guys to do well. And this is a human-centric business.
It is.
Nothing is stopping my guys from leaving and starting their own.
Okay.
But I don't need to convince them to stay because that they know that the boss take care of them, the structure take care of them. Why do they need to risk their own money to start something that might not work when they can stay here comfortably and make money?
Right.
So in the long run, if you see, in the long run, 10, 20 years later, right, their team will have expanded really, really big.
Okay.
And they have been with the company since, how long ago. And this just shows that this system is working. Our entire structure and our entire service level is working. And it builds credibility.
Okay. Just now you mentioned you're also a public figure, right? So you also run a social media talent management agency, right? How, because service is one of your key criteria for interior design firm. How do you have enough time, right, to govern both your social media arm as well as your interior design arm? Okay, let's to say your printing arm.
Oh, my printing arm, my wife jaga. So I was fully active in the design side from we incorporated in 20. We started training in 19. I was fully active all the way until end of 23.
Okay.
Yeah. So this year, 2024, I stepped down as the CEO.
Okay.
Yeah. So another partner.
So you're no longer CEO.
I'm no longer CEO. My partner took over as CEO because my media end got so busy.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I felt that I couldn't handle both at the same time already.
Right.
Yeah. So I need to be responsible for my role. So I shifted focus to the media end.
Okay.
I'm still involved in the strategic planning for the interior end.
Okay.
But the day-to-day operation, right, we have our COO, CEO, CMO, and our CHR to take care.
Right.
Yeah.
So
With the entire structure in place, like our managers, our AM, everything.
Right. So actually in 2023, you already knew that it has come to a point where you couldn't take care of both.
Really cannot. I not enough sleep already. Like sometimes in meeting, right, I will blank out.
Oh,
Yeah.
normal. Sometimes filming also blank.
Yeah. Sometimes no, it's to the extent like very simple thing. My mind will blank because I not enough sleep.
Nice. How many hours of sleep?
Depends. My entire body clock is screwed up. But on average, I get about 4 hours.
4 hours.
Yeah.
4 hours is extremely little. Right. You saying this for camera?
No, it's true.
Really 4 hours.
I'm trained to the extent whereby I can just don't sleep. Then in between meetings, if I have time, right, I will sleep on the car for 15 minutes. Then that will power me for a while.
Right.
Yeah. Or in between, let's say sometimes I get home at 8+9, I play with my kid. My kid go and sleep, right? Then I nap from 10 to 12. Then I will work until 6 a.m. Then from 6 a.m. I'll sleep until 8 a.m. Then I start my day again.
So you become nocturnal?
No, my entire body clock is screwed up. It's not nocturnal, it's just screwed up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. But your other designers are not like that, right? Imagine
actually my pioneer team like, cause they adapt to my working style, right? Then yeah. So sometimes they do work until 1, 2 a.m.
I see.
Yeah, 1, 2 a.m.
I see. So if I were to ask you what's the best and worst kind of homeowner you have met?
Best and worst
people always like to zam, right? I mean, even myself sometimes on video, right? But it's always two sides of the story,
I feel that the best ones are the one who is very willing to communicate.
就是 I not happy, 我跟你讲。
You tell us. Yeah. You not happy, you tell us.
Okay.
Yeah, that one is very, very, very important.
Okay.
Yeah. But of course, when we explain ourselves and if it's something that's really reasonable, you must be able to accept.
Okay.
Yeah. Cause no one wants to screw up things on purpose. And with my current...
Some IDs do
No, sometimes they screw up because they are too packed. They are too packed. Yeah.
Okay.
They're too packed or maybe they simply don't have responsibility.
Yeah, I think that's one of the most major factor.
Yeah, and
they don't care.
And actually, since subcons, they do choose people to work with. And it's not very known, but a lot of IDs, right? You try calling them at 9 a.m. They won't pick up their phone.
Confirm.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because they just got a party, then they don't want to handle their work properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, on our end, we value this a lot.
Okay.
If 找不到人, we as management, we are very, very particular.
What's the time lapse? 1 day? 2 days?
Maximum 1 day to reply client.
Okay.
Yeah, maximum.
Fair.
Yeah, maximum for us.
Fair.
Yeah, but in a very, very rare scenario, right? Sometimes they are really packed back to back, right? It might take up to 2 days.
Okay.
Yeah, but we really did fire people who MIA. I think we fired at least 2 or 3. 3.
Right.
Quite a few. Yeah, we fired quite a few.
Right.
Yeah, because they're MIA.
I see. Only one chance given?
We will give 1 stern warning. If it happens again, we'll ask them to go.
Twice
Yeah, because client can tahan how many times?
True.
You know what I mean?
But then if they went through your whole training process and whatever, right? How do you still have that 2 or 3 there who is just...
Yeah, like we say, there's no 100% making sure that every single one is perfectly fine. If really very, very sway, you tell that particular one that 找不到人, we will fire, then we ask the senior to take over.
I see. Okay. Then the trickiest part, what's the worst kind of homeowner?
Worst I think the worst one is maybe when they spot something that is wrong. Maybe like touch wood, some of the planning went wrong or execution went wrong. They spotted something that is wrong.
Okay.
They don't want to say. Until everything is up ready, right?
Then
they say. But at the point they say, right, it will cost a lot more to rectify that already.
Course.
Yeah.
Right.
So those are the worst law.
Which
brings me back to the focal point that in this entire industry or project handling or whatever sort, right? Communication is very important. It's a both-way thing. It's a both-way thing. Anything not happy, tell us. Anything our designers think is wrong, we also tell you.
Right.
Yeah. Then we also keep you updated, etc. So it's a two-way thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree also. Communication is too underrated already. People always...
It's too underrated.
Underrated to an extent. Like sometimes you should just give a few more bucks, right? If you more gum with the person.
Yes. So go with somebody that aligns with okay, so long you explain something, the other person get it, and you think that they can execute it.
Yeah.
Please go with that person. Yeah.
Correct.
If you ever come to my firm, you speak to somebody, they don't understand what you're talking about. Okay, find another person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Really.
Yeah. Understand. Okay, last part. Right. What are your thoughts on the current renovation industry?
Okay, personally, I feel there is a new bunch of younger interior designers.
Okay.
As in, we are also one of these newer companies. Like we have been in industry about 4 years. Then there's also a bunch of us, and the entire bunch seems to be doing great work. They're trying to improve the entire industry as a whole.
Okay.
Yeah, with better system, better training, better service, more transparency. I think it is good.
Okay.
Yeah, but generically, we can feel a market slowdown from last year onwards.
Yeah.
Because the moment subcons keep calling us.
Okay.
Yeah. So last time during COVID period, you call subcons, you go and find people. But recently, it has like evolved to subcons keep calling us. Hey, got job, etc. Yeah. So that's what I feel about the current industry. But I feel that with technology and AI, if we use the tools correctly, the entire industry can improve as a whole.
For sure. On the slowing down of the economy, are you then not scared that your own subcons, they might take the money and run away?
We'll bear.
If it slow down.
Or subcon take the money and run away.
Because let's say I have no money to pay my bills, right? Let's say you pay me one whole chunk, right? I suddenly got money, right? I decide, okay, F it. I take the money, right? I close my business.
Or my subcon take the money and close my business. Close
their own business.
Oh. I mean, my company have to bear. No choice.
You just bear it.
No choice. I don't my subcon.
Okay.
Yeah. No choice. Yeah, of course, we choose our subcons to work with. Yeah, of course, throughout these 4 years, we filtered out a lot already. So all the subcons they are left with us are really strong ones. Yeah.
Hey,
so,
actually, sorry, I cut you off.
Yes, like.
Just now the last part, actually, I wanted to, I remember, you mentioned a lot of new firms, right? 4 to 5 years, right? Some firms have accreditations. Some firms don't have, right?
Oh, we don't have.
Then how do you think it's important? Like HDB license, case trust, RMCA, whatever.
To me, it boils down to the individual designer.
So you don't you don't care?
I mean, we might still apply because of how the public view this. I just feel that all this accreditation is a bit oversold. It's a bit oversold.
Yeah. A lot of firms have it now.
Yeah. It's a bit oversold. Because technically we are a design firm and we are just a project management. So our contractors have the necessary license to execute all the works.
Right.
Yeah. But sometimes design firms just market themselves as they have all this accreditation, then they look more trustworthy.
But in your opinion,
in my opinion, it boils down to the individual designer. You go to any firm, all the reputed, all the very, very big firms, it all just boils down to the individual designer, whether that designer can understand what you're talking about or not.
Correct.
Yeah.
Fully agree. I mean, this one is not stage one. This one is, we fully agree on this one. That's why we also go on the individual ID level.
Very important.
Because big firm, small firm, nobody can guarantee.
Nobody can guarantee
it's just
you.
That person that you are dating.
Correct.
We've come to the end of another episode of Grilling by Deconstruct TV. Thanks, Calvin and Mayiduo.
No problem. Now we go and burn his house. No.
Let us know any other questions you want us to ask or any other people you want us to interview.
See you next time.